The rise and fall of USAID, what happens next? For over 60 years, USAID has shaped the world in ways few organizations ever have. From providing life-saving aid in war-torn regions to fueling controversial economic policies, its impact is undeniable. But what if I told you that this powerful agency might soon be a thing of the past? With growing political tensions, shifting global priorities, and mounting criticisms, the future of USAID is hanging by a thread. So what happens if it disappears? Stay with us as we unravel the rise, controversies, and uncertain future of USAID. Before we talk about USAID's potential demise, let's understand why it was created in the first place. The United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, was established in 1961 by President John F. Kennedy as a response to global instability during the Cold War. The US saw foreign aid as a tool of diplomacy, a way to counter Soviet influence, promote economic growth, and establish American-friendly governments in key regions. Its mission? To promote economic development, improve global health, and respond to humanitarian crises. But as the years passed, USAID's role became far more complex and controversial. Love it or hate it, USAID has played a pivotal role in transforming nations. Some of its biggest achievements include eradicating diseases. USAID funding has helped reduce global polio cases by 99%, provided HIV/AIDS treatment to millions, and supported malaria prevention programs worldwide. Economic growth. It has funded microfinance programs that helped small businesses thrive in Bangladesh, Kenya, and Latin America. Disaster relief USAID has been a first responder in crises such as the Haiti earthquake in 2010 and the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004. Food security. Through initiatives like Feed the Future, millions have gained access to agricultural training and food production. But for every success story, USAID has also faced serious criticism and backlash. Despite its noble mission, USAID has been accused of using foreign aid as a political weapon. Here's why. Regime change. Allegations. USAID has been linked to covert operations aimed at influencing foreign elections, such as in Venezuela and Cuba. Economic dependence. Critics argue that USAID creates long-term dependency rather than fostering true economic independence. Tied aid scandals. Much of its aid funding goes to American contractors and corporations, sparking concerns that it benefits US businesses more than recipient nations. Lack of transparency reports have highlighted mismanaged funds and inefficiencies in aid distribution, leading to wasted resources. With growing skepticism from both progressives and conservatives, USAID now faces an existential crisis. So why are some politicians like President Donald Trump and policymakers calling for USAID's abolition? Here are the main arguments. America First policies. Critics argue that USAID spends billions abroad while millions of Americans struggle with poverty and infrastructure issues at home. Geopolitical shifts. With China and Russia expanding their foreign aid programs, the US is reconsidering how and where it spends its resources. Rise of private philanthropy. Organizations like the Gates Foundation and others are stepping in, while some are questioning the need for government-led aid programs. Budget cuts and deficit concerns. Some believe the money spent on USAID could be better used for domestic programs. But is abolishing USAID the right move? And if it disappears, what happens next? If USAID is abolished, the future of global aid could look very different. Private sector and NGOs may take the lead, meaning aid would be more profit-driven. Other nations like China could step in, increasing their geopolitical influence. Developing nations might struggle. As many rely on US aid for basic needs, US diplomacy could weaken, as foreign aid has historically been a key tool for soft power. One thing is clear. If USAID disappears, global development will change forever, but whether that's for better or worse remains to be seen. USAID has been a controversial force in global politics, balancing between aid, diplomacy, and political influence. But as America shifts its priorities, the future of USAID remains uncertain. Will it be reformed, replaced, or erased from history altogether? What do you think? Should the US abolish USAID, or does it still have a role to play? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, hit that like button, share this with others, and subscribe to Time Travel's Chronicles-x for more deep dives into history's biggest moments. See you in the next journey through time.